بالكامل.
هيك
الله
غلطة يعني.
اكبر.
هيك غلطة يعني.
يا شغاله جايه على الإسلام.
بس ما يقطع فيها.
جاهز. ثواني شوي. الله اكبر. هاي الصواريخ جاهز. كله جاهز. الله اكبر. اول مشتركه.
زين تحمله. صح.
صندوق.
كله مزنق.
الله اكبر.
فراغيات هذول فراغيات طلع هذول فراغيات.
هاي البراغيث. صواريخ
Okay, so what is up, everybody? Hope everybody had a great weekend. I'm still trying to figure. It feels like my days are so messed up now. Now that Thanksgiving just went by, and it was on a Thursday, but it felt like it was a weekend, and just everything's all messed up for me right now. So, just trying to get back on track, I guess. But I hope everybody's weekend and Thanksgiving was good. There's been a ton of things that have happened in the past few days, and by that I am referring to the conflict in Syria. And to be honest, I totally kind of forgot that that conflict was even going on. It has been completely overshadowed by the Russia-Ukraine conflict, and of course the Israel and Hamas conflict that's right next door to Syria. So, honestly, I kind of spaced that out and didn't really remember it until just the other day when all this news came up. I mean, I knew there was stuff going on there and stuff, but there hasn't been no major events there until just the other day. And they are some major events that are going on over there for sure. Um it's kind of funny because I'm sure most of you guys have heard, whoever watches this, that the Assad regime, and him specifically, ended up running to Moscow, um, to Putin, obviously, because for those of you that are familiar with the Syrian revolution conflict, um, the Assad regime is getting funded. It's so complex, but and I don't know that much, but I do know the main players in the conflict, and but it's such a complex situation. But what I have been understanding, from my understanding, is that the rebels, Turkish backed, have taken over Aleppo, which I do know is the second biggest populated city in Syria. And not only that, is they've been getting scores of, I mean, tanks, um, a ton of equipment throughout the entire city that the Assad regime had just left behind, because they all just scattered like cockroaches and stuff once the rebels were, swarming through the town. Okay, so this is pretty much how it happened with everything in Syria in the past few days. Rebels storm Aleppo and seize it pretty damn fast. Assad and his family flee to Moscow, um, for, I don't know, it seemed like some temporary shelter, although they are claiming that they are going to be attempting a counterattack here in the near future. Whether that actually happens, who knows? I guess we'll find out together. So that all happened. And believe it or not, all this was done with minimum casualties. I'm pretty sure there's only been like 200 for the amount of land that they have taken under their control. I mean, compared to the Russia-Ukraine conflict, the amount of land that Russia has taken, they have probably lost hundreds of thousands of men. Compared to the rebels that conquered. I know they're different conflicts and everything, but compared to the rebels in Syria, they conquered a huge swath of land, and there's only 200 casualties. And they have acquired tanks, armored fighting vehicles, even jets. They even freaking managed to capture some of the Syrian army's jets. I mean, sir, the Syrian Air Force's jets. I mean, it's absolutely insane. But I mean, good for them. Even though a lot of them are bad people, the Assad regime is absolutely dirtbags. I mean, these people are the worst of the worst. And to be honest, I cannot believe that Israel, the U.S., have allowed him to continue in power because I'm pretty sure they could take him out at any time if they really wanted to. I mean, but I'm sure they're also worried of the power vacuum that would happen after that. But anyways, I just thought I'd shed some light on that the best that I could, and that is just another conflict that's starting to ramp up uh around the world. I mean, it's so crazy how much conflicts there are going on everywhere in the world, and they seem to only be getting worse. And this approach that the US loves to take of de-escalation, and the entire West seems to be taking that route, and it does nothing but prolongs everything. And in the meantime, countless innocent people are dying, and it's such a sad situation. But let's hope with this new Trump administration that's going to be coming in, he's actually going to be able to do what he says, which is end the conflict. I know it's impossible to end it in the time frame that he's given, but I would absolutely be mind blown. My mind would be blown if he could end this conflict at all. So I guess we'll find out, and I hope everybody has a good night. Peace.